Hey guys, it's me Jason. I'm here today. I won a boat auction last night on Trade Me for that little boat there called Touche, and we're going to row over. I haven't been here yet. I haven't seen it. We're going to row over together. It's starting to rain here in Kirikiri. We're going to row over and have a look. I'm just going to put you down for a moment. I'll row there, and we'll be there in about 10 seconds. I feel the impatience. Oh, oh, here we go. Right, you still with me? Let's have a look at this little cracker. I never say about what I pay for boats, but I'm going to tell you with this one because I think it's just so funny. This little boat I bought at auction last night on Trade Me, $705. I mean, that's just bloody comical, isn't it, really? Right, okay. Oh, it's got a fiberglass. I didn't think it was I thought it was a wood sides. Hey, oh, I was about to say, he forgot to tell me there was a key. But no, he didn't. I just remembered that there was a key in the thing, which I'll take home. Hey, anyway, let's have a look around it first. This looks like, is that fiberglass? That looks like fiberglass. Hey, look at this. So it's a flush deck southerly 23. Though it doesn't look like 23. He said it was a 21. Perhaps it is. In my arrogance, I'm like, nah, it's 23. Those southerly 23s are 23. But, you know, maybe I'm too big for my boots because maybe this is only 21. Here's the top of it. Tell you what, I love a flush deck boat because it's just so much. One thing that people never talk about with small boats is how hard they are to get round. You know, like if you imagine you got a cabin top there, you end up with like so little deck and you got to get round it and it's really, really hard. I really, really love that outboard being there and the access to it is really, really good. I've got to put you down again. We're going to grab the key out, I hope, otherwise I'll have a problem. You sit in the port locker. I'm not seeing it, but I'm going to have to put you down for a sec, guys. Hold on. Got it. Right, now we're going to open it up. I hope this isn't just irritating and it's like a little bit suspenseful, like, oh, what's going to happen? All the suspense is building rather than, oh God, this is taking too long. What the hell is this Muppet doing? Right, maybe it's a bit of both. Let's go check this little beauty out. Oh, hey. So, in the photos, there's some delamination in the plywood. Now, I'm a little bit concerned. Wow. It's littler than I thought it would be. Perhaps it is 21 foot. Let's see, what do we got here? Hey, there's a gimbal. That is like a gas cooker on a gimbal. That's quite cool. Is that fiberglass? No, because that's ply. But is it ply on a fiberglass? Maybe it is. Is there a... No, that is wood. Oh, I don't know, actually. It's pouring with rain now, but hey, I do like this kitchen. This is quite handy, a little sink there. What's in here? No, I can't get that open right now. Hey, it's pouring with rain. Now, one thing I'm going to say straight up, what I really like about it so far is these. Another thing about small boats that people never talk about that really, really important is how cramped they are and how uncomfortable. But being able to sit back like this is so valuable because you can just relax, like it's whereas if you're sitting on you've usually got the cabin side and it's cramped and you can't just sit down and relax. That's quite nice. It's just 23 foot. Let's look in the front. Or is it 21? I mean, I actually kind of prefer it to be 21 because I love small boats so much that the smaller the better, frankly. Isn't that nuts? There's some solar lights. Hey, this is a nice lighting. This is a nice little cabin, this. Wowee, with that little curtain, what a lovely little double bed. Oh, hey, I think I might have... This is better than I thought. $705. What a crime. And you can't accuse me of stealing it because it was an auction on Trade Me, one at Fair and Square. And there's some little knickknacks in there, or some tools. Maybe you want those back. I better ring the guy and ask him if he doesn't want those tools. I don't want to nick his tools. There's some cool little gadgets. But look at this, man. Like, you can relax again. Now, I've sold Sania quite a while ago, 3 months ago now. The poor old fellow that bought it, I actually rang him up and I said, hey, look, mate, because it sat there for a long time. I says, are you sure you're the right person for that boat? Do you want me to buy it back off you? Because he was starting to worry me a bit about his plans. He was going to jump on it, sail up north. I'm like, yeah, but it's, the propeller's pretty stuffed and it's not motoring particularly well. And now it's got growth on it. I'm a bit worried about you. And he kind of took that a bit personally, which I can understand, I guess. He's an old sailor and had lots of experience. And, but, I was worried about him. I was like, oh, man, don't do that. I can at least put it on the hard, give it I think the propeller, if he had washed it, it was doing sort of 4 knots, but only when it was clean. But after it was dirty, it was putting out, after an hour, you rest it for a while and away it went again. But, I was a bit worried about it, and sure enough, he did it, and I got a phone call from the Coast Guard, and they were having trouble locating because he didn't really know where it was. I was like, oh man, I wish he had sold it back to me, but he didn't. But I believe it worked out all right because they did locate him and he was safe. Like he was just anchoring next to an island near Whangarei Heads or something, but he didn't know if he was at Whangarei Heads. And any local sailors will know the Whangarei Heads is hard to miss. It's this big mountain, Anyway, back to I believe it worked out all right. And hey, it was time to move on. I'm really stoked with this boat because I just want the outboard. I wanted a little bit more space. This sleeps 5, 2 in there, 1, 2. Hang on, is this a bed? Really? I mean, that's not really a bed, is it? So what? 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, you'd have to be a midget to sleep on there. Or has it got a pull out of some sort? What am I missing? It'd be cool if there was an insert there. But this is actually cool, and it feels nice and dry. I mean, I would sleep on here now. But anyway, why did I buy this boat? I bought this boat for simplicity. I had one of these southerly 23s with a flush deck about 8 years ago. And my ego kicked in. I'm like, oh, it's not pretty enough. I want more, I want bigger, blah, 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 blah. But I remember in hindsight thinking, wow, that thing sailed quite well. And it was actually quite a cool layout and had lots going for it. And I really like small boats. And I really want to get back to the simplicity of an outboard. And it was funny because I rang the guy in the weekend and talked about this boat. And I was like, oh, yeah, I was thinking, jumping on sailing it down to Mango, I'm in the same boat as that guy was sailing Sania up here, really. Excuse the pun about the boat. But I was like, oh, I don't know. But then I thought about it. And I jumped on and looked at moorings, and there's moorings at Opua, and they're like $30 a week. I'm like, oh man, I'm going to stick it there the rest of the winter. Just come up and go sailing out here. How fun will that be? So I'm just going to go sailing. I'll hopefully clean the bottom here. I'm not going to do a whole lot to the interior. I'm through doing out boats. I might do a bit of veneer over the years so I keep it. I might not. I might just use the thing. But we're going to use it as a batch. I'm going to bring my kids up. I've got a really good outboard off Jenny. I might sell Jenny and keep the outboard off it. And then it's a good 8-horse. We'll push this along like no one's business. I like how I can sit up. This is really, really choice. And I love how it's worth nothing. $705. I could bloody live on this. And, I mean, isn't that just crazy? This is, but there's still a good amount of bite in there. So, no, that doesn't worry me too much. And it doesn't feel horrible. You know, you get on some boats, you're like, oh, I wouldn't stay in here. You know, 5 minutes is 5 minutes too many. I'm feeling like, oh, I'm a bit peeved and bring my sleeping bag and could stay the night. And I'll have a fiddle with the lights and that solar panel. And imagine it with the hatch open. Let's do that now. And then you got headroom and all that air right there. It's not the prettiest boat, let's be honest. Like Sania was so pretty, and but who gives a rat's ass? You know, it's important to remember why you have the thing. You don't have the damn thing for an ornament. Well, at some stages you do. Some stages I think when you're an old guy, you want a boat that you can go look at and you go, oh, I'm looking at the boat and I feel good. Man, I'm not that old, and I just want to go sailing and just want to muck around. I want it to be simple. This is, and yeah, hopefully I get a really good run out of it. Doesn't owe me much money, and feels nice and good. The other thing I wanted to say about it is I had a Raven 26. I actually really like the Ravens. They're awesome, but again, you've got that problem with the inboard, you know, and keeping inboard going on a it's quite hard yakka, you know. I was saying to Mum, she came up for the ride today, and I was saying, you know, inboards are great. I think you really need to be using them all the time. You know, if you're using an inboard every day, every week, like bigger boats, you need to be living on them. You know, otherwise it's like a house. You leave a house tied up, shut up for 2 months, you go back and shit just doesn't work. It's just how it is. Anyway, this is cool. Quite stoked. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It's good to be out. I've been with the kids for 4 days. My wife's been away, and I've had like 4 quite intense days with them, and just so pleased to be out and about today and mucking around with boats and enjoying my life. Hope you're enjoying yours. See you later. Bye bye.